A very warm welcome to this video, which I am doing specifically for all my Christian friends and those who really seek the true meaning behind Jesus' life on this earth. As we are approaching the Holy Week and we'll be reflecting on the Passion of Christ, a specific aspect of the words of Jesus on the cross would be an apt subject to discuss. Hence, this particular video is termed or titled Beyond Atonement. What did Jesus mean by "it is finished"? Is it an act of desperation, a hopelessness, that he has failed in his life? No. The words of Jesus on the cross, "it is finished," to look at the deeper meaning, you have to go to the Greek original, which is Tetelestai. And this is a profound spiritual statement that has resonated through the ages, offering a window into a significant spiritual truth beyond their immediate historic context. While traditionally understood within the framework of Christianity as relating to atonement and divine justice, when approached from a spiritual and esoteric perspective, these words invite us to consider the depths of Jesus' teachings, his mastery in spiritual realization, and his role as a profound guide to divine consciousness. The purpose of every human life is to attain divine consciousness, an incremental stage of moving towards the final omega point. Rather than focusing merely on the literal implications of atonement, consider the perspective that Jesus' utterance was a declaration of spiritual fulfillment. His incarnation, the purpose of his coming into the world, and it is being fulfilled on the cross. As a spiritual teacher deeply aligned with the Essene teachings, Jesus' life and message were centered on elevating human understanding to higher consciousness level, enabling access to the realm of spiritual truth and unity. This elevated state is where love and divine awareness transcend earthly concerns and individual limitations. Jesus, during his ministry, consistently emphasized themes of divine love, unity, and spiritual awakening. His mission was fundamentally about reopening the channels of divine realization, making the eternal truths of existence accessible to all who are willing to seek beyond the surface. Every parable, every miracle that Jesus performed points towards a more higher esoteric meaning of how to elevate your consciousness to a higher level. The notion of completion here symbolizes not an end, but a transformation. The point at which the human struggles, ego-driven desires, and perceived separation dissolve into the light of divine unity and awareness. The declaration, Tetelestai, can be seen as a full circle realization that his spiritual task of demonstrating this divine purpose was accomplished during his entire life on this earth. It marks a point of merging finite human experience with infinite divine truth, reflecting a profound retreat from duality into oneness. Traditionally, interpretations have stressed the transactional closure of divine books, a kind of settling of cosmic debts through sacrifice. This is a very limited interpretation, mainly derived from the Old Testament. Yet a deeper exploration reveals that this is not a closing act, but an opening of divine pathways through which humanity could engage in spiritual transcendence. Jesus' life and teachings were rich with parables and acts that pointed towards the intrinsic divinity within each one of us and the power of faith to transcend limitation. Tetelestai echoes this sentiment. It is an invitation to every seeker to complete their own spiritual journey by embracing their divine heritage, acknowledging the unity between the human soul and cosmic consciousness. Such an expression from Jesus is an affirmation that this innate divinity is accessible and realized by awakening to love, peace, equality, and a spiritual oneness that transcends dogma. While many interpretations of Jesus' words have historically focused on sin and redemption, recognizing the mystical and esoteric depth of this message reveals a richer, more universal application. It challenges individuals to move beyond dogmatic interpretation and embrace the spiritual essence, one that connects all life, fulfills the promise of transformation and enlightenment. In the end, Tetelestai is not merely a conclusion, but a profound proclamation of the essence of spiritual enlightenment, the fulfillment of his purpose to sow the seeds of divine truth, every individual to discover their path to the divine that always resides within them. Through this awakening, the cycle of life, death, and rebirth aligns with the perfect whole, a timeless truth, an infinite love that Jesus sought to convey, ingrained now in human consciousness for all who aspire to see beyond the physical into the divine mystery. This is the message I wanted to share with you on this beautiful season of Lent as we approach the Passion Week. And let us think about the beauty of what a great gift Christ has been to this world, where he showed love, peace, joy, unity, and ultimately divine oneness at the end of our life.